Networking and Marketing Made Simple is for you, the business owner who has a product, a service, or a message that you believe in. My name is Scott Aaron, and each week we'll take a behind-the-scenes look into the real-world marketing and networking tactics and strategies for getting what you have in front of you to a lot more people. Thanks for spending time with me, and now let's get started. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Networking and Marketing Made Simple. Super grateful to have you here today. And before we dive into today's content, just a reminder, 2 weeks from today, on June 27th through June 29th, Nancy and I begin our first ever 3-day simple content repurposing workshop, completely free. All you have to do is go to the description of this episode to click on the link to grab your free ticket to attend this 3-day workshop where we're going to teach you how to create a pillar piece of content, video as an example, and take that video and create multiple pieces of micro content that you can spread out all throughout the week so you can work smarter and not harder, and you're consistent with your posting and content routine. So again, it is from June 27th to June 29th, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, live and recorded. You can go to the description of this episode to grab that registration link so you can grab your free ticket, and we will see you there. So now on to today's episode, which obviously from what you read in the description, we are going to be talking about 3 ways to reduce the number of spam messages that you receive. This is something that drives me absolutely nuts. And as the saying goes, please stop the spam. I don't want to speak for others on this topic, but I can tell you that I am personally sick and tired of all the sales pitch spammy messages that I get each and every week on LinkedIn. There is not a week that goes by where I am not receiving some sort of spam message from someone. And it brings up 2 questions. Number 1, why are people doing this? And number 2, who is telling these people to send these types of messages? Well, and then a third question. Do people really think that these type of messages will actually produce results? For me, it's a complete head scratcher. And I still don't know why people consistently spray and pray in this methodology of sending spam messages that are just selling and pitching people, thinking that it's actually going to produce results. So what I wanted to do today was go over with you 3 ways of how to reduce the number of spam messages that you can receive on LinkedIn. So number 1 is turn creator mode on. This is one of my favorite features on LinkedIn for a number of reasons. Obviously, the big overarching reason is because it does slowly reduce the amount of spam messages. But number 2, it gives you the ability to do LinkedIn Lives, to do LinkedIn Live events, to create a newsletter, to have the LinkedIn notification bell. Now, the reason why I love it to stop the spam messages is it does one important thing. When you turn creator mode on, it switches your profile from where it says connect to follow. So it actually builds more of an organic following of people that want to follow you. They want to follow and engage in your content, and they just want to be a part of your network. Because if you didn't know this, there are a lot of marketing firms and companies that are telling people they have an agreement with LinkedIn where their software can be used in conjunction with your profile to search, connect, and message people, which is not true. If you look at the user agreement of LinkedIn, it says clearly you cannot attach any software that connects and messages for you. Now, one of the ways that these marketing companies do that, it preys on those people that do not have creator mode on, because when it remains off, the connect button is there, which makes it easier for this software to connect and then send these spam messages. If you turn creator mode on, it prevents this from happening. Now, people organically can still go to your profile, even if you have creator mode on, click on the more button, and then there's a drop down menu where it will say connect. So they can still do that. And if you accept, they can still send you a spam message. But over time, by turning creator mode on, which turns off the connect button and turns on the follow button, it will slowly reduce the amount of spam messages that you are receiving. Number 2, remove any connection that pitches you on the initial reach out that you are receiving for the very first time. So you may get a harmless connection request from someone. Seems like it's going to be a good connection. There is relatability and some sort of connection to that person's professional background in relation to yours. So you accept the person's connection. Now, whether this happens immediately or it happens 2 or 3 days from now, or even 2 months from now, that first message that you get from them, if it's not an organic message where that individual is genuinely wanting to connect with you, to start to develop and form a meaningful connection, then you want to go in and you absolutely want to remove that person as a connection. No one wants to be connected to anyone that is being pitched and sold to on the very first reach out. So you have to think to yourself, how much does this person actually want to get to know me or develop that business relationship if they're only going to just hop on there, connect with me, and then try to sell me and pitch me in a message where they know nothing about me? So if you ever experience this, just remove the person as a connection. Go into your connections, search for them, click the 3 little dots, and click remove connection. Or when they send you that message, click on their profile icon, which will go to their profile. And then all you have to do is click on where it says more and then click remove connection. Number 3, ignore any connection request you get from someone who is adding a sales pitch note attached to it. So, you know how we're all annoyed at all the sales pitch messages that we're getting? People are more annoyed, including me, at not only those sales pitch messages, but the notes that people are adding to connection requests that are selling us and pitching to us. Now, LinkedIn is pushed back by giving us the opportunity to either accept that person's connection or ignore that person's connection. If you are receiving a connection request that has a sales pitch note attached to it, they're looking to connect with you, and in that note, they are just literally verbally vomiting all over you about what they're selling, what they're pitching, without even trying to get to know you first, you hit that ignore button. Chances are, not only are they selling and pitching to you, but they are selling and pitching to every single person that they are looking to connect with. And that is someone that you want nowhere near your network. Now, when you click the ignore button, it sends LinkedIn a notification saying that this person is spamming me, they're trying to sell me, and LinkedIn, if that person gets enough ignored connection requests, LinkedIn will restrict them and potentially block their account to keep us safe. So if you want to reduce the amount of spammy sales messages that you're receiving, first, turn on creator mode. Second, remove any connection request that is pitching you and selling you in the initial reach out. And third, ignore any connection request you get from someone who is adding a sales pitch note. Now, as a reminder, starting June 27th through June 29th from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, live and recorded, Nancy and I begin our first ever 3-day simple content repurposing workshop. We do hope to see you there. The link to grab your free ticket is in the description of this episode. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please enjoy the rest of your days, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much again for checking out today's episode. And if you are listening through iTunes, Spotify, wherever you are, please leave me a rating and review. Let me know what you loved, what you would like to see improved, or ideas you have for future episodes. And if you are interested in taking your business to the next level, don't hesitate to go to my website, www.scottaaron.net, where you can schedule a free discovery call with me, where I can learn more about you, your business, what you're struggling with, and how we can work together. And don't forget to check out my wife, Nancy, and mine, our free community on Facebook called LinkedIn Leads for Life. We would love to see you in there. Have a great rest of your day. And thank you, everyone, for your support. Grateful for each and every one of you.